Hoonavaram, a tribal village in the hills. Bison Hills. Bison Hills are spread in both Khammam and West Godavari districts along either banks of the river Godavari. The two tributaries of Godavari, Sabari, Saileru, flow from these hills. Terrain of Bison Hills. These tribes live in very small habitations, about 5 to 10 hutments in one place. The land here is not at all level, but very sloping. It is very rocky and the soil has lot of stones and rocks. The color of the soil is red. The people speak Telugu. Terrain of Bison Hills. Hodu is an ancient practice in the hilly region. It is also called shifting cultivation or jhum cultivation. It is practiced widely in Chhattisgarh and the northeast states like Arunachal Pradesh. In this method, the people clear a patch of forest and burn it. They grow crops on these fields for a few years and allow it to rest and grow forest again. Then they clear a new patch of land and grow crops for a few years on it. Terrain of Bison Hills. They allow the logs of wood to lie and dry on the field for a few months. They set fire to them in April or May just before it rains. By the time the rain comes, the ground is covered with ashes. When the rain arrives in June, they dibble seeds with the help of digging sticks, or they sow seeds by broadcast method. They do not use plough or hoe, nor do they use any fertilizer. The reason for not using plough on the hill slopes is that it will lead to very easy run of the top soil and make the soil infertile. These tribes build machans and guard the fields from wild animals and birds till the harvest is over in December. The principal crop of their tribe is jawar. The major crops raised by them are maize, tubers, millets, pulses like red gram, green gram, vegetables like brinjal, sesame, chilies, etc. They grow mixed crops without any irrigation, depending fully on rains. Vegetable garden in the Black Yard. The huts are located in a large area. Around the houses, they make bamboo fencing. They level the land and add organic matter to make the soil fertile. This is their kitchen garden. In kitchen garden, maize, vegetables like beans, gourd, chilies, etc. are grown. Forest products. Collection of forest produce and hunting play a vital role in the lives of these people. Two important forest products collected by them are honey and bamboo shoots. They collect honey from huge trees which they climb with the help of single pole bamboo ladder. Tender bamboo shoots called curry kokulu from tips of the bamboo bushes are collected. The shoots are cooked after the upper covering layers are removed and Another important source of food for the families is the juice of Karyota palm. Whenever they or their domestic animals fall ill, they treat them with medical plants collected from the forest. They rear goats, sheep, pigs, dogs, and chicken too. One of the main forest products for the life of these tribes is bamboo. With the bamboo, they make baskets, winnowing fans, mats, implements like digging sticks, bows, and arrows. They also sell the bamboo in the local markets. They sell all these in weekly markets, that is, Santa. With the money they earn by selling their products, they purchase daily needs, clothes, and other requirements. In many areas, these tribes are approached by paper mill agents to cut and supply bamboos for the mills. This is one of the major additional employment opportunity available for them, which brings them cash income. Initially, the payments were very low, but now they have increased gradually in last few years. Drinking water. There are no rivers or wells in this area. It is very difficult to dig wells in the rocky hills. They fetch water from natural springs or they go down to small streams for drinking water. Houses and habitations. These tribes live in a small houses built of mud, bamboo, and thatch. The home has large open space on all the sides. Front or adjacent side of the houses are used for bamboo work and keeping the animals. Behind the huts, we can see the kitchen garden. There is no electricity in this area. Family is very important to these tribes as all members of a family work together on the fields while hunting or even working in the forest, while men and women together participate in all types of work. Men do cattle rearing and agriculture, while women and children attend to gathering food from the forest and basket weaving. Customs. They worship gods of nature and every family has got their Kuladevata. They post a long pole in front of the house and tie some neem twigs to it. They call it Mutyalamma and worship it. The festivals too represents the changes in the season. Of the celebrations, the Mamidi Panduga, festival of mango, Gongura Panduga, they offer vegetables to their deity and eat it as prasadam. Pacha Panduga. Next important festival is the Pacha Panduga. All major activities like agriculture, harvest, collection of fruits from the forest, etc. begin after this festival. During these festivals, all members of the tribe get together even if they are living in separate settlements. Pattern of life. These hill tribes follow the pattern of life which is very ancient. They do not destroy the forest. They possess very intimate knowledge of the forest environment and intensive use of the fruits of the forest without disturbing it. Customs. Due to falling of trees and over-explosion of the bamboos by the forest officials, the forests are getting depleted constantly. Now, the most serious issue of them is the Polavaram project. The project is planned to be built across the Godavari near Polavaram. It becomes impossible for them to continue to live on the hills.
మా వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.